Hello everyone. This channel provides the latest information on the Three Gorges Dam. If you are interested, please subscribe to our channel. The world is paying attention to the dam. Local time, October 16, 8 a.m. The water level of China Three Gorges Dam is 158.14 meters. Compared to the water level on the 7th of this month, it has risen nearly 4 meters. Looking at the reservoir side of the Three Gorges Dam, the water level is estimated to be around here. When I checked the data for the Three Gorges Dam at 8 a.m. this morning, the dam discharge was 8,190 cubic meters per second. Since hydropower discharges 30,000 cubic meters per second, it is estimated that the power generation situation is about 27%. Calculations show that around 9 turbines are in operation. There are 32 generators, and although it has the highest power generation capacity in the world, only 9 are in operation. Record droughts indicate less water for release. Water levels at the Three Gorges Dam have risen over the past week, according to dam data. The amount of water entering the dam is decreasing, but they are also throttling the discharge. Furthermore, looking at a slightly longer period, we can see that the water level has been rising at almost the same pace since the end of last month. Next, let's look at the Upstream Observatory. The inflow is also declining. This observatory is located about 600 kilometers upstream of the Three Gorges Dam, and the water flow here directly affects the dam.
NISHIYAN channel.
Here is the extraordinary news. The amount of cargo handled by the navigation-related facilities of the Three Gorges Dam has reached about 1.8 billion tons in total. Record China reports. According to the article, the completion and storage of the Three Gorges Dam has drastically changed the water transportation environment in the upper and middle reaches of the Yangtze River. 10,000-ton class vessels can now reach Chongqing directly, and can operate day and night throughout the year. As of August 2022, total cargo volume has reached 1,797 million tons. It has become an important logistics route that contributes to the development of the Yangtze River coastal economic belt. So far, I have told you about the volume of cargo handled by the navigation-related facilities of the Three Gorges Dam. In this channel, we have focused on the drought in Lake Poyang, downstream of the Three Gorges Dam. I will check it again after a long time. At a quick glance, pay attention to the circles. The big change is that the green leaves are gradually turning red. It's time for the trees to start turning colors. Also, in the circled area, there is a place where a little more water collects than before. See this part next. There are places where the water area has shrunk compared to before, and the situation is various. Basically no big improvement. Here is a picture of windy rain clouds. Poyang Lake is around here. Strangely enough, rain clouds form around here at a certain time every night. Is there some force at work that we cannot see? Looking back, this is the satellite image from a year ago. In other words, the problem has not been solved at all. Drinking water problems in Shanghai, a coastal area, have been reported. The middle reaches of the Yangtze River may also become a major problem in the future. Various problems have been pointed out at the Three Gorges Dam, as covered in this channel. They don't mention any of the potential concerns I have, such as the climate impact, the large amount of trash, the negative impact on the ecosystem, and the persistent sand problem. They claim that the dam is operating safely, but I doubt it. The annual precipitation around the Three Gorges Dam is as follows. It's mid-October, but we're still experiencing a historic lack of rain this year. From July to September, there was little rainfall in the Yangtze Basin. Check out Windy's predictions. For a while, no noticeable clouds were seen upstream, around the dam, and further downstream. On the far south coast, the typhoon is moving west, but will have little impact. The second largest dam in China is the Baihetan Dam, which is built upstream of the Three Gorges Dam. When I searched Google Maps for where the dam was, I found it, so I will introduce it. The Baihetan Dam was built in the middle of the river called Jinsha, which is located upstream of the Yangtze River. In Google Maps, this is it. Turn the photo over for clarity. The top of the screen is the upstream side, and the bottom of the screen is the downstream side. The time stamp on Google Maps seems to be old, and on June 28, last year, the dam was filled with water and released. You can see the arched dam body in the middle. On the downstream side, just below, there is a place to catch the discharged water. Beyond that, there is a sub-dam. On the left and right sides of the upstream side, there are water intake facilities that take in water for hydroelectric power generation. The dam has a turbine for power generation in the mountains, through which water is drained from a dedicated discharge gate on the downstream side. By the way, the Three Gorges Dam has various problems, but do you know about the mud problem? A common problem with dams is the accumulation of mud and sand. The Three Gorges Dam is more than 2 kilometers long and is widespread. This slows down the flow of the river. Then mud and sand will settle near the dam. Furthermore, at this time of year, the water level is raised to nearly 175 meters. The water surface of the dam will be at the same height as the upstream point. At that point, the flow of the river slows down. Then, mud will accumulate in the surrounding area. About 260 million tons per year will stop in the upstream area, which will only accumulate year by year. Over a long span, the dam's water storage capacity will decline. Are they removing a huge amount of mud? The later, the bigger the problem. The backside of the Three Gorges Dam is full of holes. This is a photo of the water storage side of the Three Gorges Dam. Normally, you can't see under the surface of the water, but what's going on under this? Actually, it seems that there are 69 holes. The backside of the dam is like this, and a 175 meters dam is built on the 10 meters bedrock layer. In the middle of the dam body, there are 23 regular spillways to control the flood. Below that, there are 22 holes for draining mud. And at the top, there are 22 crest gates that allow water to flow naturally when the dam is full. In addition, there are 2 holes on the left and right for discharging dust such as driftwood. Actually, it was full of holes. I tried to summarize the petite information of the Three Gorges Dam. This video is a popular video that has been played over 100,000 times, so please enjoy it. The URL is listed in the summary section. It's almost time for the dry season. Last year, heavy rains and floods continued, and there was fear that the dam might collapse. This year, things are completely different. However, it is necessary to pay attention to the rain conditions in the future. Please continue to subscribe to our channel for the latest information.